coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Mitchell Trubisky taking the field to lead Chicago. Trubisky, the Ohio native, went to North Carolina, then drafted by these Bears as the number 2 pick in 2017.
Well, I talk with people around the league about Mitchell Trubisky when he's coming out of North Carolina. Those that had questions about him, it often centered in on the fact that he was only a one-year starter and wondered why he couldn't beat out the guy ahead of him beforehand. I just locked in on the athletic ability, the accuracy, and then once he got the football, how the team responded to him. I think his upside is big.
That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
That was a good start getting the boy, he lost the football. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Julian Okwara racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that's caught inside the 35. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 13 carries, 56 yards.
And partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game, and following the pick 6, and they decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Trubisky sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Back deep is Steven Sims. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jacobs gonna let one fly to Robinson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jacobs. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Off the play fake. Jacobs will find Swift out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. And linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, Jacobs. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Montgomery on the counter. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
It's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
2 yards. And the Bears first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Bears nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this will be caught by Mooney. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll buy some time running. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Right at midfield. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. That's caught by Montgomery. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Trubisky. That's caught by Penny. And he will have the Bears first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4. Chicago! David Montgomery, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A gain of 2.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
He'll get about 4 here. Down to the 43-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Jacobs. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Open man here, Sims complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the Bears' 13-yard line.
Back to the running game with Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Here's Swift. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Off play action. Jacobs eluding the pressure right. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Jacobs. He's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Well, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points on? And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Again, it's Trubisky. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Trubisky to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Kenny Golladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. It's kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know the good stuff, you got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jacobs. He'll rifle this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. From the gun, Jacobs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
Now, I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. There's Anthony Miller as they trot back out to go on offense. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's
and under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
A loss of 7 yards.
So, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Off the play fake, Jacobs. Open man is Golladay, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
46-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Jacobs. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back Nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, Jacobs. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
At the 14-yard line.
On second down, Swift. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the gun on third down, Jacobs. And he takes this one again for a Lions touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Following the penalty, Montgomery stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Trubisky will throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chicago.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now Trubisky lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Following the fumble recovery, Jacobs looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal return. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jacobs. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now. Because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. On the carry, it's Montgomery.
David Montgomery, the ball.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
44-yard line.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Tracy Walker on the tackle. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Julian Okwara in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Looking to throw on second down. Trubisky. And Trubisky lost the football.
Trubisky on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On third down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Swift. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Open man is Komet, the tight end. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
31-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's complete to Mooney. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 14. First down, Bears.
On first down, Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky has him caught by Hunter over the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Kenny Galladay and the Lions set to go to work again. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. To throw on second down. Jacobs. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jacobs. Open man is Allison, complete. Past the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On 1st down, Jacobs flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And this is how the game has trended for him numbers-wise. He's really picked it up. And I got to be honest, I don't know schematically. This is where I need you. What does the defense need to do to get back to that start that they had on it?
You got to harass him early in his route. Right off the line of scrimmage, someone needs to be there. So it's not what we call a free release, where he just gets into the route so easily. Because once he builds up momentum and speed, forget it, you're done. Knock him off of that, chip away at his timing, and then make sure you have a second person there in the vicinity as well. Too big and too strong, usually, for one person to handle.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Sliding. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Trey Flowers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Kenny Galladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Play action. Jacobs. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Jacobs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Over the middle, that's caught by Kmet. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
56.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The return man, Ty Johnson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Off the play fake, Jacobs. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the